I mean, Matt Lively is like the nicest guy I've ever met in my life. Matt, good morning. Joe Spadoni alongside Joe Shasky, River Island's guest line. Let's dive right into it. Things got a little chippy last week between Caitlin Clark and various Golden State Valkyries. Do you anticipate tonight also getting a little bit chippy? And good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I've been wondering about this myself. It did get really chippy. You saw at the end of the second quarter in that game, they're going to the locker room and Janelle Salon and Caitlin Clark are going at it. And of course, Tip Hayes don't play like that. You can't go after a Valkyrie and not have Tip Hayes there to protect somebody. So I do think it's a rinse and repeat. You don't hold on to what happened last game, honestly. But that being said, if someone sets the tone early, it could be a game of chippiness throughout. Definitely.
Are you wearing a Super Bowl hat from this year?
He is.
Burn that thing.
But, hey, I might cover the Niners. I don't, regardless of who won the Super Bowl last year at Levi's Stadium, I'm still repping San Francisco on the hat.
Come on, man.
What is that? Is that an L and an X? What is that?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to see. Is that how many miles away that bridge is to the stadium?
Oh, my God. You're still on that, huh?
Yeah, I'm always going to be on
bro,
that.
I bought this at the Super Bowl experience. Don't
ruin his experience, all right? Come on.
I love it.
Yeah, I had a nice week. I saw Olivia Dean. I saw Bad Bunny. It was sick.
That's awesome. Nice. Shasky and I literally got sick, and we were throwing up throughout the entire Super Bowl, literally and figuratively. Nice. So that was fun. It was a super spreader at Moscone.
Yeah, it was good. So ESPN has the Valks number 6 in their power rankings. They've gotten double-digit wins in 3 of their last 4. All right. Has the league taken notice? I know ESPN's taken notice. I know Valkyrie fans have taken notice. But as the league as a whole, have they taken notice of how good the Valkyries have been this season?
Yeah, I think so. When you talk to opposing coaches and players, one, they recognize Ballhalla and having to come to Chase Center in the Bay Area as a whole as an incredibly intimidating place to play. In fact, a survey that was done by the WNBA GMs already said number 1 place toughest to play is Ballhalla. So
really?
not only is that a big aspect of it, but they recognize what Natalie Nakase has done. They recognize how they have upped the game of some of these players that previously weren't stars on other teams like Veronica Burton and Kayla Thornton. And then add in that with Salon, who on that same survey, she was already voted the 2nd best international player amongst WNBA GMs, by the way. This is not fans. This is the general managers running these teams. She was voted the 2nd best international player in the league already. So people have taken notice of what Golden State is doing. There's a reason they're already 4-2. This is not some expansion cupcake team that you're going to come in and play. And I think that's very well known at this point.
Talking with Matt Lively, Valkyrie sideline reporter here on the Morning Row, sports anchor for KPIX Channel 5. I do want to touch a little bit on some Niners at one point with you, Matt, because apparently we teased some sound from one Jauan Jennings.
It's the most incredible thing I've ever heard.
We were going to play it for you in a second. Yeah, new Minnesota Viking, former 49er Jauan Jennings had an interesting comparison for himself. But Yuste Yoshida, and hopefully I pronounced that correctly, made her debut the other night. How much are we going to see her in the rotation going forward here, Matt?
Yeah, Natalie Nakase is huge, like really overemphasizes rest and making sure that your body is right. And so she has expressed to the media, Natalie that is, that she wants to make sure that Yuste is in great shape and feels comfortable playing high minutes, and she's not going to push her out there until she does. So we saw her for just a couple of minutes the other night. She hardly played, which was to be expected. She played in the Spanish League playoffs, and that season ran long. And then you're coming over and adjusting to the time zone and the differences and travel. And so I still think it will be a low dose for Yuste tonight, but it's a perfect way to break her in. You have 4 home games over the course of 8 days. And so maybe by the end of that 8th day, which is going to be next Tuesday, we're seeing more regular minutes out of her.
I want to ask you a Giants question.
Oh, sure.
That's going to be loaded.
If you don't mind me asking, and if it's an indelicate question, you can tell me to go screw myself. How old are you, Matt?
It's fun. I'm 29.
Okay, 29. So you're a perfect age. So my niece is like in her like early 20s, and her girlfriends go out in groups to the game because it's a fun place to go for them to have a good time. And yes, they are all diehard sports fans. Like they are. Like my niece knows more about sports than a lot of my buddies. I'm being dead serious. She's an excellent player at a variety of sports. But when she goes out with her girlfriends, she goes to go party. Like literally it's like one of the things they do to go out and to go party. What do you make of the attendance for the young people? I'm talking about people about your age at Giants games. Because I'm watching yesterday, and it's probably the worst eighth inning I've ever seen from the Giants. No, I'm serious. And I mean, it looked like something one of my pony teams would do. And
it was bad.
Yeah, and the stands are just packed. They're packed with people. We haven't got one phone call about the Giants this morning. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, there's so many people at the games, and I see online so much anger, and yet crickets on air.
I will say this from my age group, from someone who is a transplant as well to San Francisco.
I think this is
I would say the majority of my friend group are transplants to this city. When we go to a Giants game, baseball is secondary. That's the sad reality. It is a social outing. It is, hey, let's drink a beer and watch a show. None of those people are necessarily Giants fans. That is a problem. You want to be filling your seats with diehards who are going to live and die by the product on the field. That's just simply not the case for many people in San Francisco right now. Think about the whole of San Francisco. It's become a tech city. Like, these people aren't watching sports. They're too busy coding or grinding or whatever the hell they do so that we get the next best AI.
Well, I will stop you there.
If the Giants are.
I will stop you there in the sense that it's always been a transient city. Going back to the gold rush, you've always had waves of new people coming in, but there also are a lot of pockets of old school. And I think I always wonder, like, the guys like me, I know, are few and far between. The ones losing their minds at every inning, every pitch, every game. I don't expect people. It's a long season. You got to fill the stadium. Are you surprised, though, in general, that there isn't more anger toward the Giants thing, or are we just stuck in the Giants bubble?
I think we're stuck in the Giants bubble. I really do. I also just think this team isn't very good. Like, even yesterday, I was thinking about Hector Borg and like, God, they need to pull this guy off third base, which they probably do. But at the end of the day, how many more wins is that going to contribute to this team? Yeah. Like, they're just not that good. Yeah. And I think we've been giving them a 2-month period of, all right, they're going to turn it around. I don't think they're going to turn it around at this point.
No.
I think serious change has to happen in July.
Now I want to explore more of you and your buddies going to the game. Like you say, we're having a beer and we're at a show. No, I love that you're being honest, like, because that's how my it's a stop before they all go out afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like it's like 100%. A pregame for the party of what they're going to do on a Thursday or a Friday night. When you go to games, even if the team's getting their butt kicked, everybody's having fun, huh?
100%. I mean, I go and I hang out, like, the way I hang out with my buddies is at a bar watching sports. And none of us are necessarily Giants fans. Again, I cover the Giants. I'm not a Giants fan. So if they're up by 12 or they're down by 12, we really don't care. We were sitting in the outfield on Saturday. Casey Schmidt, it was someone hit a grand slam after the drop pop fly, and I'm blanking. It was Devers. It was exciting. I don't think anybody that I was with was like, this just made my day. And maybe that's a testament to just, nobody cared. It's fun. You're just there. Maybe it hurts the Giants that they have such a beautiful ballpark. Like, that's a park where you want to go because the park is so awesome. And baseball is secondary, truly.
Well, I wouldn't have a problem with it in April, May, June, July. If the same thing was happening in August or September down like a pennant stretch, then we would have issues regarding like the outcomes.
And Matt, it's a good point. And I'm going to, circle this thing back to what the Valkyries have been able to do at Ballhalla. Like, it's unbelievable for an expansion team to get that level of fan fervor. that usually takes a very long time. Now, Chase Center is a new stadium in that, but we've seen some of these Warrior seasons, man, be pretty empty at times on a Monday night against the Orlando Magic. And granted, it's a longer season, but just circling back there, like what they've been able to accomplish there has been unbelievable. And tonight, you got Caitlin Clark in town. Like, it's got to be the fervor is going to be times 1,000. And I do have a Clark-related question to that. Like, is she still that box office type of player? Because I do feel, and Shasky and I were kind of bouncing this around, like, has the star kind of faded just a little bit because of all the injuries? You know, out of sight, out of mind is a real thing. If you're not going to be on the court, I'm not seeing the highlights on SportsCenter or on my phone, right? Like, I'm going to kind of forget about you. Like, is she still kind of the face of the WNBA? I know Asia Wilson, she's winning all the titles, but it's still Clark, right?
I still view it as Clark. Clark's the only athlete that I've covered where she does a sit-down press conference before every game she plays. Maybe
Take
Michael
notes,
Jordan
Wemby.
did that.
Take notes, Wemby.
Right?
Continue.
Like, I've never shown up to an arena and they're like, Caitlin Clark is speaking at this time in a press conference atmosphere 2 hours before the game. She pulled up from half court basically against the Valkyries last Friday. But with any popular athlete, more haters come as they play. So, you know, she's been in the league a couple of years now. It's the Patrick Mahomes effect. In the beginning, we were all in awe of this guy. And now we're like, God, can't stand this guy.
Absolutely. And you know, Kayla Thornton, all-star last year, you know, we're hoping that she could pick it up again. Have you noticed that? What are you seeing from the Valks all-star last year? Can she pick up that pace? And, you know, are there any other potential all-stars on the roster? It's early that we should be talking about more getting that bid.
Yeah, I mean, well, obviously, like Gabby Williams and Veronica Burton are easy to point at and go, yeah, those two are going to be legit. I definitely think KT can get back there, and especially she's still getting into being comfortable playing in a game. She had a serious knee injury last year and is coming back from that. Janelle Salon, for me, is the player that if she's going out there and consistently shooting how she can, she's one of the best players in the league. And so I'm most excited to see her grow. She's still really young. And now we have Ustay, and maybe, you know, saying an all-star bid is too early now, but in a year, in 2 years, Ustay definitely.
Matt, you covered the Niners. Jauan Jennings sat there. The rumor was that they offered him a contract extension last year, and it wasn't close to what he was looking for. Anyway, I've always felt I like Jauan a lot. I think he has an inflated self-worth, which I'm not mad at.
He's a wide receiver.
Yeah, but you got to also read the room here, bud. Listen to what he said about joining the Vikings. My jaw dropped. It hit the floor. Listen to this.
Oh, that's awesome. I feel like Kevin Durant, the Warriors.
Why do you say that?
Because big three, man. You know what I'm saying? There's just a lot of talent over here. It's just top down, head to bottom, a lot of talent.
You know,
So Justin Jefferson.
Jordan Addison,
who, yeah, because I think he's one of the top wide receivers
by
in
the
the
way,
NFL.
with Kyler Murray or J.J. McCarthy throwing you the football.
And Jauan Jennings. It's like when you joined KPIX, you were like, it's like Walter Cronkite, man, right? Like that's how you felt. There you go.
Me and Vern.
There you go. Me and Vern.
Jerry and
Oh my God. Who's this Vern guy? But like, I'm here now. That's interesting. I'm almost speechless. Kevin Durant? Also, the fact that he had to use a Bay Area reference
Come on, dog.
is kind of crazy.
I mean, you signed a 1 year deal,
No.
Jauan. A 1 year deal.
I will say, though, that's what I love about Jauan. Like, you have to have an ego to play in the National Football League. You have to be so full of confidence. And this guy walking in first day with the media, and he's like, KD's here.
Yeah.
What's up?
Well, I mean,
I love it.
it's kind of like
That's what makes him such a dog, though.
Yeah.
That truly, when you stand at his
Delusion?
locker after
delusion.
a game,
That's what makes him a dog.
he's got 19 chains on and he's smiling ear to ear and he goes, "We're ready." Like, I love that about you.
Yeah. You're listening to the Morning Roast. It's Gary Radnich on the screen with Larry King and Howard Stern.
Howard Stern, yeah, there we go.
You know
Let's
what I mean?
go.
We've got it all rocking.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So when's the next Giants game you're going to go to with your buddies? Are you going to go
I don't
tarps
know.
off? You going to go tarps off?
Should. Everyone's doing it.
They wanted to go tarps off actually on Saturday, and I was like, if you guys go tarps off, I do have to leave the section. Maybe if they lower the beer price. They've been lowering ticket prices, but I would love to see like that $19 beer is getting pretty old.
Let me just forewarn you, not going to happen.
Hell no.
That's not going to happen.
We had that soundbite from Liam Neeson. Whoa, me? Take a pay cut?
No. That's gone too far. There you go.
That's
gone too far.
We got to pull that back up.
Tickets are one thing, but the beer, hey, the Coors Light's going to stay 19, buddy, all right?
Matt, keep doing great work, man.
Thanks, Matt. We appreciate the time,
Love you,
man.
pal.